Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Ultimate General Civil War with me, your host, Luckymarine. Now, in the last fight, we drew, which dropped our reputation by 5 points. And we drew because we had the upper hand in this fight. We turned the table of the fight and we were pushing through the point that the enemy had control. I'm actually, yeah. I think we had men near the point to take it, but we just hadn't taken it by the time the timer had run out. However, in distress call, I do remember, in distress call, we lost one of the forts, and then the timer ran out, but the game carried on, and we'd pulled back at this point, relinquished one of the forts, one of the control points, and then we reorganised and we rallied and we ended up winning the fight and taking the other control point back, and that turned out to be a victory. However, on this one, on the secure river, the timer ran out and it was suddenly, yeah, you're gone, you're done. That's the end of the game. So I don't know what. It needs to be a little bit more transparent. It needs to be like, this is a soft deadline and this is a hard deadline. Yeah, because this was obviously a soft one because it continued. There are some battles that we've been in where it says you can finish now if you want, or you can carry on. But that was the secure river was a hard deadline. I'd like to have known that because we'd have just YOLO'd in. We had plenty of YOLOs. Oh well. Filled out our troops. We could probably get some more rifles. No, had we won that fight, I'd have probably been able to get some more Harper's Ferry rifles for these guys. Next is Andrews that's lagging behind in terms of firearms. Anyway, to the next fight. What's the one in chronological order? Didn't beat them over here. It was a draw. And for a draw, you actually lose reputation, which is unfortunate. Well, we're just going to have to make sure that we win this time. Let's start this. We were tired of charging earthworks. Yep, it's how we charging earthworks. You don't want to be charging into prepared defences. It's always a bad idea. Ooh. We have more brigades than we need. Alright, we'll just stop. I think if you've got more than you need, it'll pick and choose what it wants. So chances are we'll end up with probably just one set of cannons. I'd hope. A rumour from a Virginia civilian says that a rebel force of 17,000 is moving to Hanover Courthouse. Our scouts estimate enemy strength to not exceed 6,000. Well, but it still calls for concern that force could move southwards and outflank our right. What's the terrain like? To advance, deal with the threat, our main army needs to keep pressing the rebels towards Richmond so you can have no more than one division. Right. Expect some more detachments and they're on their way to join you. So we're going to get reinforcements from this side of the map. And we need to defend this. Great. This is a horrific point to defend. Cannot afford extensive losses before our attack. Okay. I will try to be cautious. I always am. This is a horrific point to defend. I say they were coming down from this direction. I don't want to be fighting them into woods. we might pull back beyond the open area. What's this? Field. Yeah. This is just outright cover. This is, yeah. We might pull back out of their range so that they have to break cover before we get shots on. Although tune. Might chuck tune into these woods over here. Loomis and Walton over here. Backed up by the artillery. And me. And the supply wagon. Alright, tune. I want you to detach skirmishers. Loomis. I want you to detach skirmishers as well. Loomis and Walton. Around there. The artillery. Just behind. Along with the supply wagons. And we'll push the skirmishers if we can find them into this field here. Alright, on we go. Then far enough for you so that you don't reveal yourself. And for you. Ooh. Not charge, run. Alright, so we've secured the meeting point. I didn't think they were coming across from the river. Or did it say that? I just wasn't listening. It's been a long day. Let's try to get our skirmishers to reveal a little bit more of what's going on. Well, it looks like they are going to try and cross the river. They're coming from this direction. Nope. Let's get you over here. Yeah, let's get you double quick. Let's get you running. I'll try to capture these supplies as well. Looks like the first unit onto the map has been supplies for some reason. They will be supported by others. Let's make sure that we... Okay, let's not. I'm hearing a lot of shouting. I can't see much. Oh, yeah, I can. Get you around the side. Wow, we do need support if we can. If we can get it. Wherever it's meant to be coming from. I'll try to get around the side of one of these. We'll try route at least one of them, so we're only fighting one. So I think that is shell fire. You've got cannon fire, which is long range, and it just goes bloop, like this, just one little divot in the ground. You've got canister fire, which shows an animation all the way from the barrel of the gun, I think. Right. Alright, so the wavering. A bit of skirmisher fire, we might be able to get them to rout. I didn't want to be in this situation. Alright, so they've routed. Let's concentrate on the ones that are giving us trouble. Let's push you up into these woods. What did it say we're getting reinforcements from? I could do with them arriving pretty soon. Alright. Let's get you sprinting into these woods now that they've turned around. To look at the skirmishers. And let's pull you back a little bit so that you can react a little better. Still keeping these two at bay. Just. This is concerning. They have properly outflanked us here. Who are you firing at? And who are you firing at? Okay. Let's move back. They've routed away from us for the time being. Let's try and turn these away. Firing out of cover. We shouldn't take too many losses there. But we need these turned before the guys over, or the enemy over here, Confederates over here, come back at us. Alright, so, reinforcements. Decent amount of them. We know there are skirmishers in these woods somewhere, so let's sweep through the woods. Sweep them out of the way. Yeah. We'll not push one north. We don't want it to get isolated. Okay, we'll continue to push. Right, you've routed away, good. You're reacting to skirmishers behind you. We have Toon going in to put shots on your flank. You should rout very quickly. So let's get you pulled back. Sweeney, we will use you just to tie up this, tie up the 16th. We know we still have enemy over here somewhere. We do need to keep an eye on that. Oh. Nearly got our cannons. I should be able to squish these skirmishers. They're out in the open, we're in cover. That should be an easy fight. This is concerning. That is a canister shot, where you see the animation all the way on the ground, and that is shell fire from the ones behind. Push you up here, and let's get. Okay, they've turned, they've gone. You can support on the river. And let's have you two flanking. Let's fight these guys that are in the open. And let's about face and take these out. Looks like they're on a charge. Or they're reacting to us here. Alright, so you've routed. Sweep up through these woods and we can take out the 28th. You're on your way. The 38th have been decimated. We'll push. I don't know. We'll reorganize a little bit. Push Loomis into these woods. Walton down here. Johnson and Kirk take up positions to support. Andrews. We need to rout the 16th. It's tying up too many people. And cannons. Let's bring you this way. Move you into the woods. If they face Kirk, then Johnson can sprint forward and get shots into a flank. Don't think we'd be in range. But if they're in range of us, then we're in range of them, then they're in range of us. Well, they should be. Right, let's get you running. They're shooting outwards into us that are in the open. Right, it's not ideal. In fact, let's charge them. Should be able to get another volley off before these hit. Might get them to waver. Oh, they're starting. Yeah, that should be it. Yeah, done. Done enough damage here. They routed, not routed, but they're manoeuvring away. They should be a flanking shot. Don't know why it's not, but it's doing enough damage. And as soon as these start running away, I want to be prepping these two guys to taking positions in the woods. Right, you run, and you run. But when you're on the edge of the woods there, you're slowly whittling them away. They're going to run right to the edge of the map. I'm just going to tie Sweeney up for a while. Get on the edge of this river here. Put shots into the 28th flank. And let's push. Our skirmishers out just a little bit. Alright, so they're gone. There they are. Right there. This is what we got last time. This is what we've had in a lot of battles. You've won, etc., etc. You can carry on the fight, or words to that extent. Maybe it's, I don't know. Because in the Crossroads, or whichever it was, I think in the second mission that we had, we'd lost one of the points, so I would have expected that would have been a draw. But we ended up with time added on, extra, like, you can finish whenever you want. But in our last one, the one before this, obviously, because that's the last one, definition, we were just told, no, that's the end, you failed. Well, not failed, but it was a draw. It grates at me. I don't like it. Yeah, we'll carry on to a point. There's something screaming in me, do not take more losses. So we'll rout this guy. And then we'll go, I think. Yeah. No more losses. Decent amount of casualties inflicted, rate of about 4-1. 3-1? 4-1? I can do maths. The written conditions were all met. A good amount of kills for Toon. Good amount of kills for Loomis as well. How did our skirmishers get on? Did they... No, because our skirmishers were detached from the main units. The skirmish kills just get lumped in with the regiment kills. Our cannons did alright. We captured some stuff. I'd have liked to capture this supply wagon, but well, don't worry about me. Look after the men. I'm not going to be killed by my something or other. Extra career point. The +4 reputation kind of offsets the 5 that we lost in the battle before. The money's nice. I think we only need rookies to fill you out. Yep, I'll do. Saves us money in the long run. Yep, they should all just need rookies.
Form line. Yes, sir.
And you. Let's grab some more army organization.
Yes, sir.
And hopefully... What's the next one? I think next one we can get brigades of 2,500. An extra 500 men. Oh, this is going to irk me, this draw. It will. If this hadn't been a playthrough, I'd have restarted that fight, knowing that there was a hard cut-off. Oh well. What can you do? Swap out these Lorenz rifles for something better. We don't quite have enough Harper's Ferry though, unfortunately. We should have swapped them out. Should have swapped out the rifles before we filled out the units. And we could have had 1,977 man brigade with better rifles. Harper's Ferry, Springfield, and Lorenz. Harper's Ferry, Springfield. It's a big jump up to the Colt. But that reloading though. Fire rate 133, comparison to 50 or 49 or 40. So look what we captured, what we can sell off. Reboard farmers, sell all you. Springfields, sell all you. Keep the Lorenz just in case. Sell off the hunters. And Loomis is still injured. How are we getting on? Okay. And that will do for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. A slightly shorter one than what you're used to. I think the first 5 episodes or so we struggled to keep to about an hour. But yeah. We've got to the point here where I may even get a 3rd division on the go or an extra corps. We have to now. We might never get this beard ever again. Get an extra corps on the go. Yep, new division. Infantry. With the... we have a load of... what is it? Lorenz's. Already in our armory. 2,000 rookies. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Another infantry brigade. What do we have? Harper's Ferry. We'll get the Harper's Ferry. But we'll just have 1977. I have to remember that Atkinson has the better rifles in this division. Their infantry with can't afford those. Can't afford those. I'll push their supply up. We also need to choose something for this guy. What do we get? It's passive and it applies to every single unit that is in charge of. Speed plus 5%, XP plus 10%, or ammo plus 20%. Has to be ammunition, doesn't it? Has the biggest impact of them all. Speed plus 5%, this will help to win fights, I suppose. A little bit more speed allows a little bit quicker to get into flanking position. Or into position anyway. XP just saves you money at the end of the day. Ammunition allows the longer fights to carry on for longer. Yeah. Without supply. Okay. And let's bump up the amount of supply that we have here. So I suppose the supply, it's a bit like a little bit like money in the bank. You can take supply away and it'll add to the amount of money that you have. What could we get? I could get 20 pounder parrots. Okay, could get a lot of Harper's Ferry rifles. I'm sure in the shop it'll give you 1,900 Harper's Ferries, knowing that you need to outfit with 2,000, and it'll put this in the shop. So it's okay, just spend a little bit of reputation on it. No, will not. Back up to 59, gives us a morale boost of 5. It's starting to climb. It's starting to make a little bit of an impact. And our next fight will be... Unionists are unfortunately victorious once again, of course. In Rendezvous, this downed General Luckymarine, how dare you, did not give us a single chance to outmaneuver him. That's because I finished the fight early before you could regroup and get back to us, so we didn't take too many losses, so that we could retain manpower, so we could retain some money. We have to call a meeting to understand how we can improve our tactics against Luckymarine. Just get good, scrub. The Union blockade has been lifted for some time. We were able to gather weapons and supplies from England and Europe. Really? Did England? Oh, I suppose, yeah. I suppose England would support the slave trade. You had the triangle trade, didn't you? You had, I think it was bronze. I don't know, they're like wristbands or something. So they crafted a lot of them in Wales. Like amulets or something, and then they took them down to Africa, where the Africans actually captured other Africans and sold them to Europeans as slaves, and then the Europeans would sell these amulets for people, but the people on board send them over to the plantations in the West Indies and in South America, and then fill up with sugar or tobacco or cotton and bring it back to Britain. I think Liverpool is essentially built on slave trade money. I'm going to send many of these to our army to assist our efforts against the Luckymarine. Interesting. suppose supplies from England and Europe. So yeah, I suppose Europe had a lot to gain from the division in the Americas. General Luckymarine, at least 4,000 Confederate soldiers from Mississippi are moving up to reinforce your opposing armies. It is advised to watch your flanks and be wary of your actions. Interesting. Okay. Continue that. Next little fight we've got is Seven Pines. We did defeat the guys over at Courthouse, so we've reduced their size by 2.5%. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. And I like that it's not a lot. In a weird way. I like that it's not win these fights and you get to fight this fight in easy mode. It's still going to be a challenge. It's still going to be, 2.5% is nothing in the grand scheme of things. The game pivots around your capability of preserving your men. In preserving your men, you preserve your manpower. Preserving your manpower, you preserve your dollars. It's about getting your equipment up to date. It's about being able to balance between filling with rookies and the point where you have to switch to fleshing out with veterans in order to retain certain benefits. It's good. Some of the sound effects are a little bit obnoxious, and I have been copyright struck a few times with it's, what song is it? I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but it reminds me a lot of what was the film where Orlando Bloom as a crusader. I don't know, but it's Kingdom of Heaven. There we go. It reminds me a lot. It might have been a soundtrack from there, and it goes really well with the game actually. But unfortunately, somebody owns it, and they want money for it, and I won't give them money for it. So I think 2 of my videos I've automatically deleted it out. YouTube gives you the option of removing that that offensive piece of music. So if I'm talking over that piece of music, that's why my voice sounds just a little bit weird, because it is trying to delete the music in the background, which is kind of good that they offer that service, so that and you don't have to go back and redo a video, but still. Anyway, I'll be Luckymarine. As always, you lot have been amazing. Join me next time for the Battle of the Seven Pines. I don't know if it's real. I don't know if it's made up. It probably is real. But yeah, do let me know what your thoughts are thus far. Where we might have deviated from reality. I honestly have no idea when it comes to American Civil War. Unfortunately, it's something that I'm going to have to read up on. But playing through this might give me a bit of a background into it. Anyway, until next time, do take care.